And we're back. If you recently saw, I posted a video about the start of installing Netware 4.11 on Proxmox. I posted a video on how to get the initial DOS machine up and running, which we are now going to take and extend that into a basic Netware 4.11 server. I'm going to use the simple sort of procedure for this and make a future video on how to do disk partitioning and layouts and additional data volumes, which I'll consider sort of an advanced installation of Netware. Right now, we're going to go for dead simple, sort of take all the defaults, get a basic box up and running so you can start learning how to use Netware. With that, here we go. Where do we start? We got the DOS virtual machine here. This is the one we built in my previous video, which I'll try to link here. Where do we start? Number one, go into your configuration on Proxmox. Back up. Prereqs. Two things you're going to need. You're going to need the Netware 4.11 ISO image. Upload that to your PVE host. You can find that, on your own out on the internet. And you're going to need a user license floppy, which you're going to have to find on your own. If you can find more than 5 users, good for you. If you have more than 5 users, good for you. That's what I'm using here is this ISO and that license file. Start with those. At any rate, once you got that, pull up your VM config. And if you remember, we had the args that we added here. We're going to uncomment that. And we're going to change that to be a 5-user license image. And then down here, I have not been able to get the E1000 network to work with Netware. There are some E1000 drivers, but they've crashed the install. So I'm going to take one of the hacks that ZXNet does. You can do, there's a PCNet driver that comes with Netware, and you can use an AMD PCNet in KVM. It has one, but it's not presented in the user interface here. If we pull up this, note PCNet's not in here. So we're going to manually go in and change this to be PCNet, keep the same MAC address, and save it. Now, what's interesting is if we go back and we look at hardware now, it shows, and you can do that, but you can't do it inside the user interface. You got to do it manually. Everything else is the same. VGA, default motherboard type, SCSI controller, blah, blah, blah. Same disk as we had before. The only thing different is we've mounted up the ISO for Netware, and we changed that NIC. Now, what do we do? Let's go over here. Let's start it up. There's our DOS machine. Let's go look, and remember, I have it mapped as drive F, and let's run install. Couple interesting things. On my particular laptop, there are times when my up and down arrow key don't work. I have to use the shift, so that might happen to you. I don't know why. It doesn't happen all the time for me. It's kind of weird. What are we going to do? We're going to install the server. We'll do a custom later. Right now, we're going to take the simple and let it make the choice. I'm naming mine NWS003, and it starts installing the base bits on disk. I think once this is done, you could back up this VM and restore it to that point in the install. In the future, I'm going to try that out, because maybe you can make an image of these. I don't know. I guess I will switch over real quick while that's going to show you the networking side of this. I have a router doing IPX routing in front of all of this. Let me just show IPX route. It's a 3640, by the way. I have 2 VLANs and 2 IPX networks. We're going to use this one right here, which is my VLAN 42. There is a 0 in front of that 5. It's 05000042. We have to remember that because that's what we are going to use in Netware. It found more than one. Which do you want to use? This is the AMD PCNet. And now my arrow key is not working. You have to use the shift. Pick the PCI network driver. That looks good. So now we have to hit the tab key, go up here, method to load the driver. We want to search automatically. Save and continue. It will find an IPX network number automatically. Let it do that. And by the way, I will add, I am using 802.2 framing. If we look on this router for that interface, in Cisco terms, it is encapsulation SAP. Where is that VLAN interface? Right here. You can see there's that network, and encapsulation is SAP. And in Cisco terms, it's SAP, but in Netware, it is 802.2. If it mounts the CD-ROM, that's a good sign. It shows it's working. All right, and away goes the copy. I'm going to probably pause this because this does take a little while. I don't think I have anything to talk about for this long. Let's just see how long it takes. Yeah, I will let this run and edit in the second part of this video so you don't have to sit here and watch it. Double check and make sure I said everything. We have interfaces set up. We have the network we're going to use. And by the way, when we're done, if we do a show IPX server, we should see this machine and its NDS advertisement from SAP. Not Cisco SAP, but IPX, SPX, Netware, SAP being the service advertisement. Anyways, we will come back here in a minute. We are back. It finished copying files. You know, we're going to set this up as the first one. If this is the second one, maybe I'll make another video on that in the future. Time zone, United States Central for me. Organization name, in my case, it is, of course, Initech. Put in your admin password. CN equals admin. I can't remember what this used to be in old Netware terms. So it's asking for the license. Now here's where we see if that floppy has actually mounted up okay. Looks like it found it. If not, when it comes back up, it will complain about the license file, and you can mount it up and try it there and go into license options, which I guess I could show then later. And here we go, copying more files. So we will let this run and come back when this is done. We're back here. It's almost done. Let's see what happens. I guess 100% is close. All right, what do we want to do? We don't need to make any diskettes. Netware is up. So router configuration. Note, it detected some defaults. Let's change this. Let's do a load install. Let's go to NCF file options and let's edit the auto exec. We want to look down here, and I only want the 802.2 frame type bound. So I am going to comment out that load. Oh, come on. Comment out that mount. Nope, I want the mount, Darren. Comment out the bind. So load. Where's the network? Down here. Net. 05000042. That is my 802.2 or SAP in Cisco terms network. Let's save that. By the way, this is also where you can... Oh, perfect. It's been installed. Exit out. Let's go down. Exit to DOS. So it installs in NW Server. Why did I do that? And if you look, there's only a few executables. And run server.exe. Up it comes. Synthetic time. Okay. No errors. License is good. Let's go look at the router. There it is. Now, we don't see the NDS SAP yet. It should get advertised for Initech pretty soon. But we've got the server name, the network, 68D1. That should be our internal net on the... Let's just double check. Let's go back and look at those NCF files. What's our internal net? 68D1 right there. No, 68D1. 68 and F4. Oh, 68F4. That is the correct server. Now, of course, we could migrate that to iNet config and enable TCP/IP, but that's for a later date. At this point, it looks like... There we go. And there are the two types, 26B, 278. That is the NDS. We now have a Netware server up and running. That's all it takes. At this point, we could disconnect the CD-ROM. Although I tend to leave it on just so it's there and you can do a load CD-ROM. We could also get rid of that floppy disk. But that's it. From here, we'll go on and start doing an advanced configuration next with some extra data disks and set up a client, and I'll show you how to do everything else. But for now, enjoy. Go fiddle. Laters.